Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the shiniest face in boxing, the man that
After
is
you.
the most articulate brother on this thing. He can break down how you throw a jab, how you position yourself to move over to the side,
You know
set trap,
why? Cause he
head,
know boxing, Tundi. He know boxing.
heads. He would be a marquee trainer if given the if one of these top guys just approached him. I think they would do well to do that because his analytical eye for the sport of boxing is second to none. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce. What was his name in Rocky? I can't remember what his name in Rocky.
Mason Dixon.
Mason Dixon, aka the Magic Man, Mister Antonio Shiny Face Tarver.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, guys?
This man don't age, bro. He
Antonio,
don't age, fam.
Antonio,
Yes, sir.
I heard you, like you sent me it as well, right? On your clip on your show that you do, you yourself, Roy Jones and Paulie Malignaggi. It's kind of weird because we've got two Magic Men because Paulie Malignaggi is called the Magic Man, but you're the real Magic Man. You know what I mean?
And Manuel Marquez. Let's not forget about
the
Hall of Famer.
Fantastic fighter, right? But when we're looking on this, you put out some pointers where you spoke about the trainers of Anthony Joshua, right? Now, to the UK fans that we got over here right now, can you elaborate on what you were speaking about the trainers of Anthony Joshua and Anthony Joshua's mindset? Because you broke it down so well. I just said you got to share that. You got to share that one for us.
But I don't really want to. It's not really per se anybody's trainer or not. I'm just looking at the fighter himself and where he's elevated his ability to at this point. And he's only been able to work with a handful of trainers. So those are the only guys we could be speaking of if you're saying, okay, Anthony Joshua. But my thing was I thought he fought better, much better. He was doing some things that he wanted to do in the fight. But again, my thing is just you got to know, what to do, when to do it. And I believe just stylistically, he never really gave himself a real chance to win. That's all. I mean, he fought good the way he fought. I thought he fought as best he could technically, but it just, that wasn't his fight to win that particular fight. I thought he should have, just been a little bit, more aggressive and made it a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like where you have to put your heart on the line. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, don't let it be a technical fight. Be aggressive to the point where, a fight breaks out in a boxing match and you got to know how to take it there. And I thought that was his best chance to win. You know what I'm saying? But again, he landed some shots, but he never was able to follow up and really, hurt Usyk to the point where, he had him in serious trouble. And I think, sometimes you just got to know when to take that chance. It's a risk reward type of thing, and you got to have a knack for that. You know what I'm saying? And but Usyk again, man, he's dominant because he's mentally strong, and he also has a lot of technical ability. And being a smaller guy, he uses that very well. His movement. You know what I'm saying? Being able to set those guys up in close. Being able to throw combination punches, and those big guys got to know how to just shorten them up rather than loading up, so that's all it was, man. But again, Anthony Joshua, improved. He did fought better, a split decision. A judge thought that he could have been awarded the decision. So, and again, that video that's running around, that's circulating right now, it shows, Anthony Joshua, being out of character, but I think it could be misinterpreted. Lomachenko was telling him that he fought courageous. He showed his heart, but at the time, Anthony was saying, "Nah, a champion is supposed to win these fights." You know what I'm saying? And he really wasn't being disruptive or showing that okay, he was a sore loser. That wasn't the case. So I don't want that video to be misinterpreted because the guy does have character. He really cared. And, at the same time, it's a tough loss, man. It's a tough loss. So I can understand how he could be feeling all of the pressure, throwing down the belts, of course, that's out of character for him, man. You know what I'm saying? and it didn't show well. And I thought that he could have really handled himself a lot better. But again, that mindset, man, that boxing ring really shows a guy true character. You know what I'm saying? And under that pressure, that mounting pressure to succeed, it kind of got to him at a little bit. But I mean, like I said, Anthony Joshua still has ability, man. He still has the ability to, go back to the drawing board. I don't think it's over for him. And we don't know what Usyk's going to do now, if he's going to try to become undisputed, with Tyson Fury coming out, announcing that he's coming out of retirement for that fight. I mean, that'd be something, hey, if any one of those guys win that fight, it'll be something you can hang your hat on. And man, can you imagine Usyk beating Tyson Fury and standing amongst the giants, man, and being two division undisputed champion. I mean that feat, and as well as if Tyson Fury become undisputed again, I mean that would be crazy for both of those guys to just hang their hat off and ride off in the sunset, man. I think that's a fight that boxing really needs.
What will you say Usyk's chances would be going into that fight, being the smaller man up against a guy with equal IQ in Tyson Fury?
Oh man, Tyson Fury, he's a monster to get out of there and beat, man, because of his mindset and his ability, man, for a big guy to utilize his feet like he do, position himself, really use his height and reach now. I think Tyson Fury showed in that last Wilder fight that he's gotten a lot better, man. He's gotten a lot better with his timing. He's able to set these guys up now. He's really confident in what he's doing, and you can hear the call out. The call out, was just shows you just how much he believed in himself. But I would have to say Tyson Fury will be the favorite going into that fight. He would have to be, because even though Usyk won, twice, he really didn't. I don't think he really showed dominance over Anthony Joshua. He didn't show dominance where he, wrecked him, dropped him, and really got it, really did anything dramatic. So when you look at Tyson Fury, man, the way he finished Wilder, he's like a different animal in there. Like not to say that, but to say that he's a different beast, So Usyk would have to really, to shut that type of confidence down. He would really have to go in there and maybe drop him like Cunningham did way back in the day. He would have to drop him like that. And again, we've seen him get dropped and get back up. So, I don't know what would happen if that happened. It might be even worse for Usyk, but that's a mountain of a man to beat. And I think Usyk would be the underdog in that fight. But if either one of those guys can pull a victory off, I mean, the winner goes to spoils, man. It would be their era and first ballot Hall of Famer. And we probably haven't seen a dominant heavyweight in a long time if the winner become undisputed from Tyson Fury's side or Usyk's side. They really can say that this was their era and it was no man close. No man close.
Well, you just sold a million pay-per-view buys for that fight with that speech. I'm telling you, Frank Warren right now is doing this. Like, the Magic Man just sold the pay-per-view, and we need.
But that's an easy sell. That's an easy sell, though, bro. That's an easy sell.
Antonio, if you had the opportunity, because I remember I passed over your phone number to Anthony Joshua's camp. After the first Usyk fight, saying like maybe you should work with Antonio Tarver because he was a good southpaw and he can teach you things, especially just by doing southpaw pads. I've seen the work that you've done with your son. What advice would you give to Anthony Joshua right now, like for your boxing future? Because it seems like obviously you felt a defeat and you're not in the best place, but what advice would you give to Anthony Joshua right now, sir?
Right now, it'd probably be too soon to give him any advice. And I mean, just just came off a tremendous loss. I mean, nah, it's too soon right now to be trying to advise anybody because they not even gonna hear you. They not gonna hear you, and it's just really a mute point because I don't want to act like I'm sitting high and looking low at any time, bro. I really wouldn't. You know what I mean? But
what words of encouragement could you give him right now?
hey, look back at the fight and you know what I'm saying, and understand that sometime it be a stylistic type of thing. I mean, and so that's really what it is that boils down to. You know, who can be successful, with various styles, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes size, height, reach, and all that makes a difference. But experience, I think, in this case, and that's what it was. I think it was the experience that Usyk had, just that amateur experience, man, is just you know, uh, you can't really measure it. You know what I'm saying? And even though Anthony did win the gold medal, but he really didn't have a lot of experience in boxing on that world stage, international level like Usyk, man. And that pays dividends in boxing, man, because you just really have so many other things you can do in the ring. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of tools, and that amateur pedigree is second to none, man. When you talk about fundamentals and everything that you need in a real fight, when you're talking about survival.
I know we're not touching on Roy Jones. No, Roy Jones is, I think, your co-host on your show now. But in my opinion, you were the only fighter ever to dominate Roy Jones psychologically. Just give us explain to us, because a lot of people were saying for this particular fight between Usyk and AJ, mindset was the most important thing for AJ. I mean, even I said, this isn't really a thing where you're bringing a new trainer over 8 weeks, you change his style. Explain to the Fighters Right listeners how important the psychological side of boxing is, what it means to the sport, to you as particular fighters, and taking that into the ring.
It's very important. I mean, but it has to be developed. You know what I'm saying, over time. But you really have to. You got to have it inside you. You know what I'm saying? It got to be in you. You know what I mean? And a lot of people say a chip on your shoulder. Yeah, sometimes you got to have a chip on your shoulder. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And sometimes you got to take things personal. You got to, make it personal so that you can, perform. You know what I'm saying? So other people have a different way of looking at it, but it's called rising to the occasion, man. And you just have to have something. You just have to have something extra. You know what I'm saying? A extra why. You're doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to dig deep within yourself and find that. And I've just been able to do that, in my career because of my path. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was ever really handed to me. So I felt like I had to go and really get it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that conditioned me, mentally and psychologically, to say, hey, it really didn't matter who I felt wasn't riding with me. I was riding with myself, and you know what I mean. That was more than enough. You know what I'm saying?
Covered. Okay. 2 final questions. What next for Anthony Joshua? First one.
It's whatever he want, man. I really believe he's successful beyond measures. He's really had a hell of a career when you look at earnings and popularity. And
Yes.
man, he can go do anything he want to do. You know what I'm saying? Become a businessman and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to boxing, if he feels like it's something else for him to prove or something else for him to gain by fighting, then set your goals. You know what I mean? Set your goals. Take your time, and when you come back, try to come back a better version of yourself. And I think sometimes time and hindsight always is 2020, and he'll find it in himself, within himself, if it's something he want to do. But if he rolled off in the sunset right now today, man, he's had an unbelievable career, Hall of Fame career, I believe, and
Yes.
shit, he'll forever be looked at as one of the big stars in the game in the heavyweight division.
And finally, the nicest sound to a human being is the sound of his own name. What is happening right now and in the future? What has the Magic Man Antonio Tarver got planned, got cooking? When's the new hair product coming out? Yeah, the new bottled water. We want to know what's happening for the Magic Man. I know you've always got something cooking, as I said, whether it's a film, a new fighter you're working with. Tell the fighters right what's happening in your life, brother.
Man, right now, man, I'm working with ProBox TV. It's a global
Yes.
network that we're working with. Me,
Great work.
Manuel Marquez, Paulie, Roy. Now we got Cotto. We brought Cotto on board. You know,
Wow.
me with Gary Jonas, man, we got a platform. You know, it's all boxing, 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's $199 a month. You know, $18 a year. So you can subscribe to ProBoxTV.com. I mean, we got a lot of features on there. We got.
Is that available in the UK as well?
Excuse me?
Is this available in the UK?
Yeah, I believe it is. I believe it is global. Yes, sir, global. So you know that's what we're doing, and I'm working with a lot of our young future stars there, man. Najee Lopez. We got the Valier brothers right here from Tampa. So those guys are showing a lot of progress and a lot of talent. So we're doing one show a month. You can check us out. We do a show from Puerto Rico, and we also do one from Mexico. So it's 3 shows a month, man. So tap in if you love boxing. We our motto is 50-50 fights, man. We want to put these guys, really test these guys, and all most of this the guys right now we're the middle of the road, not right now young contenders, but guys that have been to the top and trying to find their way back to the top. So, we have a platform for a particular fighter, but our motto is come to fight, man, because, we're not giving nobody no opponents. We looking for those fighters that want to fight, man. So that's what we're at. That's what we're all about at ProBox TV, but also Tarver Promotion. I'm promoting fights right now. My next date is October 22nd. We got Junior on board with that as well, man. I'm looking to sign about 5 or 6 fighters that I've identified with, what I believe going to be the next generation of, I believe real fighters that's going to make a difference in this game, and they're going to be under my tutelage. So I'm going to be in the trenches with these fighters, and that's going to be the caveat over here, man. So we're going to show that, we're going to show that it's a way to do this thing. So, look out for Target Promotion.
God, I have to ask you this question. How important do you feel it is for fighters to deal and with fighters? Exactly. I mean, having Cotto, Marquez, Roy Jones, yourself, how important is it for you guys to give back to the sport from a standpoint of individuals that have actually been in the sport?
I think it's important, man, because, the experience, it's like in any sport, and we're trying to really tailor it like that. We're for the fighters, but it's for the fans. You feel me? So we all about the fans, man. And we've been there and we know how important they are to our sport. So we think that this is a platform that everybody can really support. And we hope that you support us, and we have a great podcast also, man. So we break down everything that's going on in the boxing game. So make sure you get on there and watch the podcast, and you can see all of the past fights, and we can show you the calendar as well. So, we're excited, man, about what we're doing at ProBox TV and Tarver Promotions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure speaking to God, man, this brother, it just, you know what? Every boxer should finish their career like Antonio Tarver. Faculties in place, money in the bank, living home, educating the young, the old, fighters and non-fighters. The guy, you are a true example to us here in the UK and globally. And I fully back you. I fully back the movement. I continue to support you. Myself and Spencer, and much love and appreciation for taking your Sunday out and talking to us, brother.
Thank you, man. Hey, it's a fight over in the UK. You got to check him out. His name is Sense Boy, man. Check him out. I saw this kid He's an African kid. He came from Ghana, man, but he's over there making noise in
Okay.
the UK. So check him out, Sense Boy, man.
Sense boy. Okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna look. We're gonna look him
Not right now.
Look him up, man. That's my guy, man. Hey, I saw him 3 years ago training on the dirt, bro. He's gonna be a killer, man. Check him
All
out.
right.
Yeah.
Enough respect, brother. Enough
Thank
respect.
you, guys.
To the
Appreciate
one
it.
and only Antonio Magic Man Tarver. I'm sorry I disturbed you on your Sunday, but that's how I
No
do.
problem, dude. No problem.
Love,
Thank you, my man.
Love, bro. Love, bro. Brother, this show's too big, fam. This show's too big, fam. The Black Book is got more black powers than the Black Book is. Brother, there's too many. Just too many in the thing.